heard a lot this camp about how much, it's crucial to you to have Dave Borbley here with you this year. I mean, just why is that relationship, so important for an OC and an O-line coach, and you wanted that guy?
Well, it's just, we've been through a lot of battles together, and he knows me and I know him. We believe in the same things, and a lot of what I believe in we've developed together. So it's, I got a great deal of trust in him. He knows how to fix issues and problems that come up in a game, and I think he's the best line coach I've ever been around in terms of the fundamental aspect and then technical aspect and developing the players in the classroom and on the field. There's nobody better, and I have very high level of trust in Borbs.
In your second year, Shawn, how are things going to be different than they made first year? Maybe you were trying to carry some things over from 16 last year. Well, this year's different, right?
Yeah, we just I was basically would be a lot more what I truly I understand our kids. I truly understand who they are, and I get I in my head I know how I want to fit everything, in terms of our packages and how they fit into that package. I know what I have a quarterback. I mean, that's a huge advantage. Just having, Kenny around me this time, I think we have a great relationship on and off the field. I know who he is. I know what he does well. That just gives you a whole lot of confidence in what we're able to do because he is a passer. And then the other thing, I like what I have in that room. I know, what Ricky is. I know, what I have in Nick Patty now. Being able to recruit Nick is a big thing, and he fits us, he fits me, he fits what we're trying to do. So, there's just a lot of pieces. Knowing our skill kids, I know what their skill set is, what they're able to handle, what they, what they can do. Knowing the staff. I mean, I know. What I'm dealing with Tim, and I know his strengths and what he brings to the table, and Andre and Kevin, and we just have a good working relationship in there. It's there's a good chemistry in the room because everybody understands their part and their role, and we all have done. I feel like we've done a great job communicating with each other and then utilizing those kids and fitting them into the vision I have for what I want us to do.
Are you more explosive outside? Maybe. Are you more explosive outside?
Yeah, I think we are. I mean, we have more depth than what we had a year ago. We have, just having, guys like Tayseer here and now eligible, and then, Shockey is a difference maker. Dontavius is, back. Michael Smith has been, had a really good camp, and he's growing. The thing our receiver room has is a lot of competition. There's 9-10 kids in that room who really are battling for time and battling for. I told them I want to have a posse. I don't want it to be just 3 guys that play or 2 guys that play. I want to have a posse so we can play fast and have a lot of guys that can play fast. And they bought into it. And there's depth in there, and they're all competitive for time. When the rooms are competitive, that's when you have a chance to grow young guys fast. And they're young, but we're growing them quicker because of the competition. So it's been good from that aspect.
Is that where your tightest competition is?
I think there's really good competition. In the tight end room too. Not the same than the number of guys that we have in the other room. But it is a very tight room right now in terms of what's happening at receiver, because every day somebody shows differently. Somebody will make have a big day. I can think back over the periods of we've been in a camp, and there's been days that Shockey has been unbelievable. Trey Tipton, for example, as of late, the last 3 practices he's been assigned, and he's made big plays. So the whole room is filling each other, and it's very competitive. And Kevin's done a great job in there of creating that environment. So it's a very competitive room. So it is. I like what's going on at running back too, because those 2 kids, they're unbelievable. Q and Darren, and then AJ's had a good camp because of them. When you get, I think all of our rooms are becoming competitive. The line room is competitive. I mean, we have a young group of guys that are trying to fight their way into depth, and you know, it's good when you have more than in that room. More, you know, we have probably 12 guys that, you know, are really battling for time. So competition makes a good team.
How has Kenny's leadership evolved? Is he more vocal or more assertive?
Well, I think he's, you know, the thing you're seeing Kenny is that he's invested, you know, in what he, you know, in his work. And when a guy gets invested in his work at the level he is, I mean, he's pouring a lot into this. He's just he's different because he's so mature, and you know, it just pours out of him. I mean, everybody knows that, you know, he's going to make plays. And when he says do it this way, they do it that way because they know he knows, you know, because he sounds like a coach. He's really done a nice job of, you know, learning our offense. And, you know, I just, you know, the only thing I've told him about leadership is live your conviction. And, you know, it pours out of him because he's very convicted. You know, he's convicted of, you know, of what he wants to get.